Today we'll start down on the mat, cross leg position, but if you're uncomfortable, change it up. Go to a kneeling position. You can even take it to a high kneeling position. Relax your arms by your side and try to sit up really tall, pulling those abdominals in and out. And just lift your shoulders up and drop them down. We'll do this 4 more times. And 3, and 2, and 1. Now with your shoulders down, just float your arms up about shoulder height and slowly bring them back down. Let's do that 4 more times without lifting our shoulders. Keeping those lats connected. 2 more, good, and 1 more. Now from here, let's go into a side bend. One hand down, reach one arm up and over. If you're in a high kneeling position, that's okay. You could do the same thing. Just have this arm, the bottom arm, straight down by your side. Inhale as you reach up, exhale over. Warming up our body, getting ready for our workout. Workout for athletes, Pilates for athletes. Let's bring it to the center. Arms forward, interlace your fingers, round your body. So you're looking down towards your legs, curving your spine. Sit up tall and reach your arms back up towards the ceiling. Lean back again, tuck the tailbone, curve your spine, and then reach both arms straight up. Now in this position, just gently go to one side and over to the other. Back to that side bend. 2 more, and 1 more. Take your arms to the center, reaching straight up, and then release. Perfect. All right, from here, let's bring the bottom of our feet together. Sit up really tall, lower your knees as far as they'll go, and then lean over your legs, gently pressing your legs down with your elbows on the inside of your legs. Inhale, lengthen back up. Let's do 4 more. Exhale over. Just going through some moves to warm up our body. 2 more. Inhale up, exhale over, and 1 more. All right, from here, reach your legs out. Let's go into spine stretch. So we're gonna reach forward, sit up tall, bend your knees if that's a little more comfortable. With your arms reaching, we're now gonna pull those abdominals in and curve our spine up and over our legs. So the pelvis stays the same. Stack your spine back up and repeat. Inhale, exhale over. Inhale, exhale, back up. 2 more. As you start to sit up, just imagine there's a wall behind you and you're stacking your spine right up against that wall. Good. 1 more. And up. Now taking your legs a little straighter, bring them a little wider, reach forward as far as you can go, come back up. Inhale, lengthen up, exhale forward. We're hinging at the hips here. Just a moment ago, we were rounding our spine. Here, we're hinging at our hips. 1 more. And up. Bring your legs together. Cross them again, sitting up tall. 1 more move here for our warm-up. Turn towards one leg. If you're kneeling, that's okay. You could do the same thing. Turn and look as far as you can. Now swing your arms to the other side. Sitting up even taller, rotate again. 2 more. Sitting up tall, look as far as you can, and 1 more. Great job. All right, bring it back to the center. Now let's start today on our hands and knees. With your legs together, we're gonna bring our arms a little bit away from our body. We're gonna sit back into a child pose stretch, but then we're gonna come up and go into high extension. We'll just do this a few times. In high extension, you lower your hips, open up your chest, engage those abs, and then again, send your hips back, long position here of our spine, come up. Now when you come up from the child pose stretch, if you'd like, you can round your back up. So it would look like this. We round up, drop our eyes looking towards our legs, and then we'd extend, opening up the chest. Let's do 2 more. Sit back on your heels, come forward, and extend. 1 more. Sit back, come forward, and extend. Hold it here at extension for about 8 seconds. Breathing, staying out of your shoulders, and now move your hips back. Let's take our hands in, turn them out, bring your knees a little wider. We're just gonna rock back and forth, getting our wrists and forearms ready for a few moves that we'll do on our arms. 2 more. Just rocking side to side, and 1 more. Now sitting back on your heels, interlace your fingers and just circle your hands around, giving your wrist a little break. Take it back to a side position. We're gonna go into side bend right away today. So cross your legs, one knee pointing up, the other leg down. This hand reaches a little bit past your shoulder. Lift your side body, lengthen this arm. When you're ready, we're gonna go up onto our arm and leg. If you're not comfortable with this, you can always take it down to your forearm. Okay, big inhale. Exhale up. Hold it right here and breathe. Line up the top arm over the bottom. Now we're gonna go into a side bend, so it's gonna get a little harder. Lift your hip towards the ceiling, side bend, and then lower your body all the way down. Perfect, let's do one more. Inhale, exhale up. Remember, you can be on your forearm if you'd like. Hold it in a straight line. Now let's go into that curve. Lift your hip, side bend, and lower down with control. Perfect, switch sides. One leg crossed over the other. Pretty much this foot's lined up with this arm. Lengthen your arm, palm facing the ceiling. Don't forget to lift your side body to start. When you're ready, lift up, inner thighs meet. Feel free to adjust your feet. Make sure your shoulders away from your ears. Go into that side bend, hip to the ceiling. Take it back up and lower down. All right, one more time. Inhale, exhale back up. Abs engaged. Hold it, side bend. Nice. Bring it back up and lower down. All right, from here, let's go back to a kneeling position. I'm just gonna show you, okay? Hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. When you're ready, cat back stretch. Round your back, tuck the tailbone, go through neutral and extend. Nice to get comfortable moving your spine in different directions. Great for sports. We want to be strong in the core area, but also very mobile. We'll work on rotation a lot. All sports, we rotate. So it's important to have that mobility and rotation. One more. Okay, after you arch your back here, take it to what you feel is neutral. Look down. Bring your legs together. Now for a little balance challenge, and to work those posterior muscles, lift the opposite arm to leg, lower down. Switch. So if you're lifting the left arm, we lift our right leg. If you're lifting the right arm, we lift our left leg. Now really try to get your arm and leg as straight as possible. Try not to lift your shoulder when you lift your arm. Keep your shoulders exactly the same. We're looking down at our mat, but our head's lined up with the rest of our body. I like to exhale when I lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Let's do 4 more. And 3. And 2. All right, from here, after you finish this last one, bring your legs a little bit apart. Toes on the mat, lift your knees and balance right here. A little more work for your upper body again. Keeping your spine long, lower your knees down, relax your toes. We're gonna do that again, but bring your legs in a little closer because we're gonna go up to a downward dog stretch. Toes on the mat, lift your knees. This would be the modification to stay here, but if you're comfortable lengthening your legs. Now we have our legs together because we're gonna go into a march. Bend one leg, straighten one. Really important to keep the back of our leg nice and flexible for sports. Changing directions quickly. It's important that Achilles area stays really mobile. 4 more, and 3, and 2, and 1. Both heels up, slowly lower your knees down. Sit back in a child pose stretch. We're gonna hold this one a little longer. Really lengthening the back body muscles, reaching your arms. Don't worry about your shoulders here. They can be up by your ears because we're stretching. And now take the deepest breath in possible. Exhale. Okay, on your next inhale, round your spine up, sitting up nice and tall on your legs. But we're gonna go back down onto our hands one more time. Let's take it to a plank. Strong position here. Lower your heels, shoulders away from your ears. Stay right here. Now we're gonna rock our body back and forth just a few inches. Feeling that stretch in your calves as you shift your body weight back. 4 more, and 3. Strength moves. 2, and 1. Okay, lower your knees down. Knees together again. When you're ready, lift one leg straight back and hold it there. With your leg really straight, let's do 8 kicks. 7, 6. Keep holding the lower abs in so your body stays nice and steady. Now knee circles here. We're gonna bend, circle around. This is great for hip mobility. So we bring our leg in without rounding our back. Lift to the side and around. And circle. 2 more. 1 more. All right, we're gonna switch sides right away. Send your other leg out nice and straight. Pull the abs in and kick 8 times. 7, 6, you got it. And 4, 3, 2, right into circles, knee in, out, and around. Now it's okay if you rotate a little to get your leg to the side, that's okay. Just try not to really rotate a lot because the goal here is to move our leg, creating more hip mobility. 2 more and stabilizing the hips as much as possible. All right, last one, sit back on your heels, reach your arms back. Try to bring your hands together, open up your chest, looking up towards the ceiling, and release. All right, from here, hands down, back to a plank position. We're gonna walk our hands back to meet our feet. Lower your head and slowly round it up. We'll do a couple of standing exercises, then we'll take it right back down onto the mat. From here, place your hands on your waist, stand up tall. Let's go into alternating knees. We're gonna try to keep moving to maybe get the heart rate up a little bit. Focus on posture. So we're lifting our knee. Try not to move your lower back with this move. That's what makes it really challenging. Keeping the hips exactly the same as your knee comes up. And 8 and 7. After this, we're gonna step into lunges, alternating lunges. 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Okay, from here, we're gonna step forward as far as we can, bend both legs, push back. Not an easy move to do. Switch legs. If you prefer to keep one leg forward, do 8 on one side and then switch legs, that's fine. If you'd rather not, step forward and back. Now let's add arms. Arms down, we're gonna lift them out to the side and then back in. Lateral raises, shoulder height and in. Step forward and in. Now when you step forward, try to go as easy as possible. Control it here as you step. And 4, inhale, step, exhale, back, 2 more, and 1 more. All right, from here, take a deep breath in, bend your legs. Exhale, we're gonna bring it flat back over, all the way down to a forward fold position. Hold the back of your legs, stay right here. Lower your head. Now when you're ready, round it up. So allow your arms to hang, slowly take it all the way up. Now the next move, we're gonna step forward into that lunge, but the back leg's gonna stay straight. Hold it right here and balance. Reach both arms up, looking straight ahead. I have my back foot, my heels lifted, I'm on the ball of my foot. So I don't have my foot turned out the back foot. Stay here. Now we're gonna bring our hands behind our head. Rotate towards the front leg 4 times. Rotation in sport is key. We need to be able to rotate, stabilizing our hips, turning our upper body. Okay, reach your arms back up. We're gonna step forward, lower our arms and switch legs. Step back with the other leg, reach your arms up, balance. Ball of your foot, back foot. Keep your leg nice and straight. Place your hands behind your head. Turn towards the front leg 4 times. Good to work on balance. Inhale, rotate. Exhale, center. 2 more. 1 more. Okay, reach your arms back up. Step forward. I'm going to turn and face you for the next exercise. Hands on your waist, drop your shoulders, lift one leg. Balance right here. Now we're going to hold on to our hamstring. Whoops. I'm going to stand on my hard floor, see if it makes a difference. So hold on to your hamstring, stand up nice and tall, lengthen your leg towards me, flex your foot. So if you have a squishy mat, you might want to step to the floor, point your toe, bend your leg, bring it back in. Right away, let's switch legs. Lift the other leg up, hands on your waist. My hips stay even, little arch in my back, that's the challenging part. Now I'm going to lean over, which flattens the low back a little. Stand up tall, lengthen your leg out, flex your foot, point your foot, and lower down. Not easy to do. Okay, one more balance exercise. I'm going to turn to the side. So this next exercise, we're going to stand on one leg. We're going to lift the other leg. We're going to bend into this doing a one-legged squat. One arm reaches back. The front arm, it's the opposite arm. So if you have your left leg forward, reach with your right arm. And then just simply stand up tall. So imagine you're picking something up. The back leg lengthens to help balance. We bend the front leg, shifting our weight back, and then come back up. Let's switch legs. So lift the other leg. When you're ready, bend that front leg, lean over a bit, but just make sure you keep your length from your head, hips, and toes. All right, come back up, stand up nice and tall. Let's repeat that again. Lean over, reach, bend, and come back up. Perfect. Let's take it to the back of our mat. Legs apart. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, dive forward. All right, walk your hands out. Athletes, we're gonna do a strength move push-ups. Hands are wider than a plank. Lower your hips. If this is too much, modification, knees down. When you're ready, let's do 4 push-ups. Inhale, exhale, slow and steady. 2, and 1. Hold it up. Lower your knees. We're gonna take it to a seated position. Legs out in front. Let's keep our legs bent, and now let's work on core strength. Holding your hamstrings to begin. Roll it back, curving your spine. Stay right here. Scoop your abs. Reach your arms forward. Let's do little pulses up. So we're trying to stay in that curved position. We're on the upper part of the glutes, tucking the tailbone. 8 more. This is 8, 7. Relax your shoulders as much as possible. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now take it back up. Hold your hamstrings. Lengthen in that perfect posture. Lean back again. This time we're going to bring it back to our forearms. Lift our legs to a tabletop position. From here we're going to go to single leg stretch. So reach one leg, pull it in, reach the other leg. We're stabilizing. Stability important for sports. So we're not moving our body. If you can get comfortable with that, that'll help so much with sports. When you go to hit a ball, a tennis ball, there's a part where you hit it where you have to stabilize your body. So it's really good to work on stability. A lot of times when people move their arms and legs, their entire body moves. So with Pilates, we try to have moments where we're keeping our bodies still, just our legs are moving or just our arms are moving. 4 more, and 3, and 2, and 1. Okay, from here, stay here. We're gonna come back up onto our hands. I lean to my side, bring my hands down, sit up tall, stretch my legs out, spine stretch forward. Let's take it to a roll down. Inhale, start to roll back. In this position, drop your shoulders and slowly roll your body down. Stay right here with a nice long body, arms reaching up. Lower one arm to your side, one arm by your ear, and then just switch. Slow and control without moving your rib cage. If you feel like you have to lift your rib cage, when your arm gets close to the mat, maybe don't go as low yet with your arms. We'll work on that, creating more movement here. 2 more. 1 more. Okay, reach both arms up and then slowly bring them down to your side. Let's bend our legs in about hip distance apart. Before we start to do the crunches and all the ab work, let's go into pelvic rock a few times. So bring your lower back into the mat, tilt it into a posterior tilt. A lot of times we're in this position throughout our day. So now roll into the opposite, an anterior tilt where we extend. And let's keep doing that, creating a little more movement in our lower back hip area. More flexibility in those muscles. 2 more, and 1 more. Now try to find that middle position, which is ideal for most of our day. Nice neutral position. You would be able to balance a glass of water on the lower abs. If you're in a posterior tilt, that water would spill towards you. If you're in an anterior tilt, your water would spill away. Right here, while we're on our back, let's balance that water. Bring your legs together. Let's go into a march without spilling the water. So lifting one leg at a time. Now my upper body, we're focusing on that as well. We want to try to keep our shoulders and neck nice and relaxed. Looking up towards the ceiling. If you find your eyes are looking towards the back of the room, just place something under your head for a little lift so your neck's in line with the rest of your body and you're nice and relaxed. 2 more. 1 more. Okay, placing your legs hip distance apart. Let's take our hands behind our head. Bring your elbows to side view and curl it up. Let's do some pulses. We're gonna try to keep going from exercise to exercise. If at any point you feel like you need to rest, go ahead and then come back whenever you're ready. All right, perfect form here. Imagine there's a tennis ball between your chin and your chest. Allow your head to feel heavy in your hands so your head's rested back. You're tilting with a chin drop. And 8, and 7, and 6, and 5, 4, 3, 2, hold it up. Release your arms, bring them to the side, lift your legs. Let's go right into hundreds. Pump your arms and breathe in for 5 counts. Breathe out for 5 counts. Breathe in through your nose for 5 counts. Breathe out through your mouth like you're exhaling through a straw. Keep going. We're pumping our arms strong. The goal is to not move with our arms. You're gonna wanna bounce with your arms. Try not to. Working on stability again. Now let's send our legs out, make it a little harder. If it's too much, come right back in. If you're feeling this all in the front of your legs, drop your heels. That usually will make a big difference. You can even lower your legs back down to the mat. It's up to you. Just keep those arms pumping. Keep breathing. We're almost done. I'm gonna take it back to a tabletop. Finish one more inhale. Finish one more exhale. Hold your arms still. Inhale, reach, exhale, down. Now keep your back pressed into the mat. Single leg stretch with your head and shoulders back. Now try to keep your lower back on the mat the entire time. If this is too much, you can always lower one foot to the mat, one leg moving, maybe do 4 or 5, and then switch legs. 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, and 1. Both legs tabletop. Curl it back up. Okay, from here, we're gonna stretch both legs out, hold it there, and crisscross 8 times. One leg on top of the other, and then switch. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring your legs together, roll it back. The next time we do this, as soon as we come up, loudly rotate your legs. So lengthen heels together, turn your legs out. Crisscross. 8, 7, 6. So my legs are turned out. 4, 3, 2. Bring your heels together, roll it back. Rest your head, rest your neck. One more time. Big inhale. Exhale up, straight legs, crisscross. 8, 7, 6, you got it. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your heels together, roll back. Now go into a frog stretch. Feel free to hang on to your legs if you need that little pull. Heels together, feet flex, knees are out, legs are turned out. And now bring your legs to parallel, point your toes. Drop one foot, hands behind your head. Lengthen the top leg, lift your shoulders at the same time. Holding that leg up, we're gonna pulse the shoulders, bringing your chest closer to your foot. 4 more. Keep reaching with your leg. And 3, and 2, and 1. Okay, holding your shoulders up a little bit, switch legs. So try not to go all the way down. Other leg up, and lift and lower, lift and lower. 4 more. 4, and 3, and 2, and 1, and lower everything down. Arms to your side, let's keep moving. Legs to tabletop, reverse curls. So we're gonna keep our arms on the mat. And I'm gonna show you an exercise after this. It's a little more advanced. Don't feel like you have to try it or do it at all. You can stay here with this exercise or any of the exercises we just did. So we're gonna do scissors in the air. We support our lower back with our hands, and I'll show you that in just a moment. Let's do 2 more. And 1 more. Slowly lower your legs down. All right, so I'm gonna show you the next exercise. Feel free to try it. Just be careful. We're gonna lift our legs. We're gonna send them out straight and then up and over our body. Once we're here, we're gonna support our back with our hands. Move your elbows in closer if you'd like. Lengthen your legs up towards the ceiling, and now we're gonna go into scissors. So we're gonna lower one leg one way, one leg the other way, split, and then switch. Switch. Make sure your weight's on your arms and your back, not on your neck. Good. And 8, and 7, and 6, and 5, 3, 2, and 1. Both legs up towards the ceiling. Release your hands and roll it down with control. Great job. Not an easy exercise to do. Legs hip distance apart, hands behind your head. Curl it up again, back to pulses. And lift and lower. Exhale. Keep going. 4 more. This is 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Roll it down. Let's go right into a roll up. Now stretch your legs out straight. You can keep your hands behind your head. A lot harder for me to do it this way. So I'm going to reach my arms the way we normally do it. But again, feel free to do the roll up here if you'd like. You would bring your elbows in and curl it up from here. Arms lengthened. Let's take, if you'd like to do it with your arms straight. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, come up. Kick your leg if you get stuck. And then up and over your legs, navel to spine. Roll it down with control. Once you're down, we're gonna lower our arms, but we're not gonna lift our rib cage. Keep the back of the rib cage connected to the mat. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, roll it up. Curve up and over your legs. Inhale, start to roll back. Exhale, one vertebra at a time, all the way down. 2 more. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, up and over. Feel that stretch in the back of the legs. Slide your shoulder blades down your back as you roll down. And 1 more. Inhale, arms up. Exhale. Now from here, sit up nice and tall. Stack your spine in this position. Flex your feet. Reach for your toes and hold this stretch. You can also hold the back of your legs if you'd like. Stay right here. 4 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and take it up. All right, cross your legs again. Let's do rotation again, that important move for sports. Lengthen your spine first. Make sure you're sitting right up on a neutral pelvis. If you have a yoga block, you can sit on that block to make it a little easier to lengthen up. Turn to one side, hold onto your leg, and rotate as far as you can go. Let's take it over to the other side. Keep your hips the same. Think of turning the rib cage. And switch sides. 2 more. Rotate, look, keeping your chin up, and then over, so looking straight ahead. And back to the center. All right, from here, let's take it forward onto our hands and knees. Go to a push-up position and lower your body all the way to the mat. Once you're down, legs hip distance apart. Now from here, we're gonna stretch our arms straight. We'll start with swimming prep. Lift your right arm, left leg. Lift your left arm, right leg. Now just make sure your legs are not really wide for this exercise. We wanna lift our straight leg up towards the ceiling. This moves coming from the glute area. We're engaging those abs for a little support for our spine as we lift our arm and leg. So remember, opposite arm to leg. Lift and lower, lift and lower. Keep going. 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, right into the swimming exercise. Lift your arms and legs. Try to do this with straight arms, but if you can't, it's okay to keep a little bend. So my arms and legs are lifted. I'm looking down, and I'm gonna move my arms and legs like I'm swimming through the water. Keep kicking your arms and legs just like the hundreds. We wanna stabilize our core as our arms and legs are moving. Not easy to do. Try your best. Keep breathing. Any breathing pattern that's comfortable for you. Let's go 8 seconds longer. Keep it going. 4 seconds, 3, 2, 1. Hold it still. Reach, lower down. We're gonna do a few more exercises here to really work those important posterior muscles. Bend your arms, rest your forehead on your hands. One hand on top of the other. We're gonna bring our legs wide, reach into the side of the mat, turn your legs out. Bend your legs, connect your feet. So my knees are pointing out, my feet are connected. From here, we're gonna lift and lower, very challenging. Toes to the ceiling. Now, right now, I'm keeping my upper body down. I'm just lifting my legs up. Don't be surprised if you only move an inch or 2, that's completely normal. We're trying to go into extension here, not easy. We can only extend so far. And 8, and 7, toes to the ceiling, 6, 5, 3, 2, and 1. Now straighten your legs, keep them wide for a moment, and then walk them in back to a parallel position. From here, lift your upper body and lift your legs. Let's do some pulses. If this is too much for you, with your upper body and legs lifted, feel free to alternate your legs, keeping one leg down on the mat. You'll feel the back muscles working. Keep going. 16, 15, nice high reps to build muscle endurance. 12, 11, 10, 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, only 4 more. 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Not quite done yet, but we're almost there. Stretch your arms out again. We're gonna go to Superman and hold it. Lift your arms and legs. Keep your arms straight. Lats connected.
looking down. Hold it just a little longer. Keep breathing. Lower down. All right, one more time, Superman, and hold. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, lower down. Okay, hands down low. Push off the mat slowly. Come up onto your knees. Sit back in a child pose stretch, which should feel really nice after all those exercises, working our back muscles. Stay right here and breathe. Okay, on your next exhale, sit back on your heels, drag your hands back, lifting your head last. Once you're up tall, we'll do a little bit for upper body. Reach your arms forward. We're gonna pull our arms straight back 90 degrees and lengthen them again without rounding our back. So stay up. Imagine there's that wall behind you. We're keeping the back of our shoulders up against the wall. So it's a pull, push, pull, push. That's it. Pull those abs and hold them in. 8 and 7 and 6 and 5 and 3 and 2 and 1. Hold your arms up. One arm up by your ear, one arm down by your side. Same move we did on our back. Try not to pop the rib cage. Hold that rib cage right over your hips. 4 more and 3 and 2 and 1. Now come up to a high kneeling. Arms down. Hinge forward, keeping your spine lengthened, triceps. We're going to work a little bit on triceps here. We'll do a few exercises, working the back of our arms and shoulders and chest. 8 more. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now hands to the mat. Point your fingers forward. Go into a kneeling position. Lower your body with your elbows pointing straight back. Press away. So this will help work the back of your arms if you keep your arms tucked in close to your body. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to flip to a seated position, still working triceps. Point your fingers in, feet on the mat, and lift your glutes up. Bend and straighten. Good. That's it. Breathe. 7, 6, 5, and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower down. Cross your legs back over onto your hands and knees. One more time in kneeling position. Hinge forward and triceps again. Straight arms. Keep the chest open. As straight as your arms can be. And throughout the day, we probably keep our arms bent most of the day with all the computers and phones. So right here, try to straighten your arms, strengthening the back muscles. 8 more. 7, 6, 5, and 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now a little more advanced, hands on the mat. Straighten your legs and try to do 4 tricep push-ups. Bend. I only go a little way down. Feel free to go all the way down if you can, but bend and straighten. Bend, straighten. 2 more. Inhale. And lower your knees. Shake your arms out. Great job. Bring your hands back down to the mat one more time. Legs hip distance apart. Downward dog stretch again. Toes on the mat. Lengthen your legs. Now this time let's hold it right here. Head between your arms. Lengthen your legs. Lower your heels. Remember that Achilles area. Important to keep it flexible. And then slowly take it down. All right, we're going to take it all the way to our side. Down onto our mat in a nice straight position. Line up everything as straight as you can get it. Legs in line with your body. The bottom leg now is going to bend. Lift the top leg and start to circle your top leg. So again, control. Even an exercise like this that seems so easy, most likely when you first start, your entire body's moving, or it's hard to feel if your hips are stacked, shoulders are stacked, and your rib cage is back. But as you get more and more comfortable with this, you'll notice you'll be able to circle your leg using all the muscles that get your leg to circle without moving your hips. So when you extend your leg, it goes back behind your body. It's truly all those muscles working to pull your leg back. Important. And it also helps create body awareness when you really focus on these moves, wear your legs out, the position of your body, and that helps with sports. All right, let's go the other way. If you're getting tired with your head down on your arm, you can bend your bottom arm to support your head. Good. Good. I find stability is one of the most important things for sports, besides being very mobile, of course, strength, being strong, but being able to, for a moment, freeze and support your body when you're hitting a ball, hitting a golf club, pickleball, or running, when you step onto the next foot when you run. There's always a point where you have to really stabilize. 8 more, and 7, and 6, and 5. Hopefully you're feeling it. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold your leg up, straighten the bottom leg, laterally rotate, bring your heels together. Now I'm gonna go all the way down for this one. We're gonna kick the top leg lower with a laterally rotated position. The tricky part of this is you're probably not gonna go high because we're gonna try to keep our hips stacked. 4 more, and 3, and 2, very challenging, and 1. All right, from here, bend both legs, rest them. We will switch sides, but before we do, let's do an exercise in between. So roll onto your back. Once you're on your back, bend your legs to a tabletop position. Curl your head and shoulders up, reach to begin. We're gonna go into double leg stretch 4 times. If this is too much with both legs up, drop 1 foot, 1 leg at a time. 2 more. 1 more. Last one, rest your head and shoulders back. The next one, we're gonna add our arms. Curl it up, tabletop, elbows in, hugging your side. Banana shape as you reach out. Swing your arms around, bend your legs back in. Double leg stretch, add in the arms, keeping your head and shoulders up. But if it's too much for your neck, rest your head back. Strong abs here. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more. 1 more. And now hug your knees, rest your head, hold it right here. Next exercise, we'll work our outer thighs, switching legs. All right, so I'm gonna come all the way up to a seated position so I can turn and face you. Go into a nice straight line. Take your time getting into this position. Lengthen your legs, and right away, lots of energy through those legs. So I'm not relaxed legs, I'm reaching my legs. Bend the bottom leg, lift the top leg, and slowly start to circle, getting comfortable with this move. And if you can stabilize when you move your leg or your arms in exercises like this, you'll help create more mobility in the hip area. Not get very tight if you move your entire body with your leg. Good, keep circling with control. Go as slow as you like. Now while you're circling, just try to pull the lower abs in. Reach your leg and then really engage those lower abs. Good. All right, keep going. We're gonna circle our leg the other way. That's it. Reach and reach. Just think if you were trying to reach that wall with your leg, what would you do? You'd really have to stretch that leg, using all the muscles to move your leg away from the core here. And then we keep circling. Good. All right, let's go the other way again. Almost done. And circle, and circle. Keeping our leg parallel. So for the circles, we don't lift high. We're just low and circling. And 8 and 7, 5 and 4, 3, 2. Now don't stop yet. Hold your leg up. Stretch the other leg out. Laterally rotate, heels connect. So I have both legs turned out. My hips are stacked. When you're ready, kick the top leg. Kick and lower. Kick, keep it turned out. Good, only 8 more. 8 and 6 and 5. You got it. 4, 3, hang in there. 2 and 1. Lower down, bend both legs in front. Let's now face the mat. So we stretch our legs out. Come up onto your forearm. Great position to be in, the opposite of what we do so much all day, flexing forward. Stay in extension here. Hold it for a few seconds longer. Abs in. And now move your elbows out and lower down. Another rotation move. Hands are wide. We're going to push away from the mat and then rotate 4 times where our shoulder goes to the center. We lift the other shoulder center, and I lower my body a little as I rotate. I look one way and then switch, center, roll it down. Now from here, take your hands lower, push off the mat, come up onto your hands and knees. So in this position here, we're going to bring our legs close together, and we're going to stretch one leg out to the side. We're going to thread the needle in this position. So we're going to reach one arm straight out to the side. Take that arm, tuck it under the supporting arm, look that direction, and then come back up. So with this leg here, you're probably not gonna be able to go too far. Hopefully you feel a little stretch. And we're trying to rotate our upper body, look, and then reach back out. 2 more. Rotate, I'm bending my supporting arm. You don't have to keep it straight. And 1 more. Okay, now let's switch. Bring that knee down, stretch the other leg out, straight out from your hip. When you're ready, lengthen that arm. Take that arm, tuck it under, look, rotate, lower your body a bit, come back up, reach. Take it under, look in that direction, stretch it back out. So we're starting off, same arm, same leg, reaching out to the side, and then we tuck our arm under our supporting arm. Let's do 1 more. Rotate and center, lower down. Okay, bring in your legs together. Sit back on your heels, come up to a high kneeling position. Let's step forward with 1 foot. Feel free to hold a wall to step forward, moving your foot quite far because we're gonna lean into this so you're comfortable in this position. You'll end up with your knee over your heel. Make sure the back hip's turned in, square off those hips. Hold it here. Now bring your hands to the mat. We're gonna go into a lunge. Toes on the mat and lift your back knee. Stay in this deep lunge. I know that this can be a very challenging position to get into. Good to try to get familiar with those unfamiliar positions. Hold it. Drop your back knee, relax your toes, push off the mat, hands to your quad again, lift your upper body, and now push away and switch legs. Bring the other leg forward. Move your foot quite a bit. Once you feel like you're in a comfortable position, lean into this, opening up the front leg, feeling a stretch in your quads, maybe a little hip. From here, bring your hands to the mat, toes on the mat, already stretching your foot in that position. Lift your back knee up. Keep the back leg as straight as possible. Looking down, try to prevent your back from flexing, so eyes straight down at the mat. Drop your back knee, relax your toes, push off the mat, hands back to your leg. Hold, good. And push away. Okay, back to a kneeling position. I'm going to turn and face you and sitting back. If you're not comfortable here, you can always stay in a high kneeling position. 1 arm down for a little bit of support, up and over. We're going to hold the stretch. Feel free to look up towards the ceiling or eyes straight ahead. Stay right here. We'll stretch, make sure we're flexible. Come up and over to the other side. We not only want to stretch our legs and our arms and shoulders, we want to stretch the muscles around our spine, those core muscles. Bring it back to the center. Now roll your shoulders back 4 times. Nice big circle. 3 and 2 and 1. Now that neck area can get tight. Let's go over to the side without lifting the shoulder. If you'd like, take your hand, add a little bit of weight here by pulling down gently. Reach with the opposite arm. Slowly switch, head over to the other side. Reach, lengthen, keep your eyes straight ahead. Good. And back to the center. Now let's take the legs out in front. Legs together, flex your feet. Inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, try your best to reach for your toes. But we really want to try to hinge at our hips. If you find that you're all bending completely in your back, bend your knees a little and practice that hinging move. Hold in the back of your legs. Stay right here a little bit longer. Now point your toes, lengthen your legs, and round it up. All right, from here, take 1 leg, cross it over, sit up really tall and turn towards that leg. Stretch on the outer thigh. You might feel a little stretch in your back, especially if you're lengthening towards the ceiling. And release. Cross the other leg over. Pull it in nice and close with your arms. Once you have it in close, hug that leg, turn towards it, and sit up really tall. And release. Okay, let's finish in a seated position that's comfortable for you. Finish with a nice posture. Alignment is so important.